So I think I got everything figured out now, copyright strike wise, and what I'm gonna have to do to stop the copyright strikes and follow through with my series to the History Channel. Um, so I'm gonna start this series now, and this series is gonna be going out to. I'll figure out the final name on it, but it's gonna be something along the lines of History Channel. False History Channel, False History Channel for Suvibird. S-U-V-I, Suvibird. She's just somebody that's a YouTuber that I like, and I sent her some emails before, but I never did a series to her. And I'd like to do a series to her as well. On the History Channel, I was going to call out that one certain dude, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Because there's too many people, and I guess I could probably try to show you real quick. Shit, can I? I set some new equipment up too. It's pretty good. I like this. This is much easier for me now too, the way I got my equipment set up. Can I go in here or not yet? I guess I could try to show you a couple things real quick. Okay, so here's Suvibird's channel. Coming up here, right here. This girl here, she don't have a lot of subscribers, but she's got, let's see, 2,000, oh no, 2,043,000, is that what that's supposed to be? 2.43 thousand, I don't know, 2,043 maybe, subscribers. I don't even know what that number is supposed to be. But anyway, she seems alright. She did her last video about 7 months ago, and she, is an acquaintance of Brian Austin Lambert and Mia, so I don't know. Old acquaintance. I don't know if she's still on speaking terms with them or what, but I know I heard her saying some earlier videos that she was at one time. The reason why I want to, I was hemming and hawing about doing a series to her, but she's onto these parasites. And I think what I know about the Metellus, and I've learned about the Metellus over the last couple of years, it blows these parasite shit away. And I think she would be very interested in seeing what I learned now. Not even compared to the old videos that I've got, because everything I've got for videos on the Metellus, I have learned so much more. Those videos I did 7 months ago to a year ago or whatever, fuck all that, man. I mean, yeah, there's still things in there that are important to the Metellus, and what to know about them, but I've learned so much more. So I really have to do a series on the Metellus eventually. Looks like she got some clouds in the background of her face page, which I could probably go in on and grab some imagery out of now that I'm looking at it. I don't know what I'll get for copyright strikes going in on her channel like this. I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, maybe I will, just while I'm here. And I could probably go back and look at some of her old videos and show her some of that. So once I get into the first couple parts of the series and know that I'm not going to get any more copyright strikes, that's what I'm going to find out now. And coming to their page like this, I'm going to, of course, this is not her real name. I don't know what her real name is. I don't remember. It was a year ago or so that I came across her videos, and then I emailed her. Or I hit her in the box, in these boxes, the bell there, whatever. Messaged her right here on YouTube. That's what I did, saying I wanted to check out my videos or whatever. That was around this time that she did this video. Never Comply, Always Assemble 2020, which is a good video. She's smart girl. I like listening to her. But there's a lot of things that I think that I could help her with by showing her the system. And when I'm showing you guys the system, many of my subscribers, I'm just assuming that you're going back and watching my old videos. But I guess not. I guess a lot of people don't want to be bothered with watching all them videos. These 6 triangular shapes right here are always what I'm after. This is always what I'm trying to show everybody. These six triangular shapes, okay, I've been tracking them for a couple of years now. A little over 2 years ago, I found the system, and this turns out that we can see it. We've been able to see it our entire lives. We see it with our subconscious, even though our conscious mind doesn't want to see it. Conscious mind meaning the biosystem, the human in us, the bio end of us. The electrical part of us is this. This is the electrical part of us. These built us. They still do all the time. They're constantly building everything in here. Um, it seems easier to me to show people than to explain to them, and for some reason everybody wants verbal explanation, and I'm trying to show everybody. I'm just trying to show it to you so that you can see it for yourselves, because I need help, quite honestly, with putting the rest of it all together. um, so these six shapes create six images over and over and over again from the veil to the ground. They create feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. Where are the fucking chickens? Where are the snakes? Where are all the other species? Where are the dolphins, the fish, the jellyfish? Where are all these other images that should be? Look at, even trying to use your imagination and put these things together. You may be talking about, in the last 2 years since I found this, using my imagination now, mind you, I can put together quite a few things. I want to go back to a stone, speaking of this imagery, because that was probably the most clear image I've ever seen of anything other than the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, was the horse. I don't want to bounce around too much. Here's Suvi's channel. Anyways, I'm going to go back to it, okay? I'll go back to it another time. Right now, I want to do this. Where is that other one? In here somewhere. I'm going to go back to this person who I used to think was a guy. Then it turns out ends up being a girl. Heart of Stone, YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, this shows up. Yep. Okay, this is she got 50 views now. Whispery Willow. Um, Now, Whispery Willow on this stone, might as well just go into it. She posted it before, and at the time, Rick was talking to her. This is a really good fucking stone. I'm gonna have to go in on this right now. Anyways, Rick was talking to her. I wasn't really too much because she was doing stuff that was just pissing me off. I get pissed off about everything. But anyways, at the time, Rick was talking to her and stuff. So I decided, fuck it, I'll go in on her stupid little stone and we'll see what it is, His, at the time, thinking it was a him. I knew it was a girl once I seen her fingernails. That's when I figured out, when I really looked at her fingers in this video. So this is on her channel, this stone. I might as well just play through it while I'm talking. And then we'll go. I'll go in on it. I'll go in on it right now. So yeah, she started moving it around, and I accused her. Okay, the power director thing was one of the issues. Power director being in there. And I said, why the fuck is she putting power director on this video? Someone that supposedly don't know how to do videos, and all this shit, weird shit started happening. And then the story wasn't matching. What Rick was telling me that this person was all about, and the way they were, portraying themselves here. So I'm like, nah, this is fucking something wrong. I kept thinking it was Brian Austin Lambert or Mia, one of the two. Because I was calling these other people out, I was figuring it was them, which Brian did come in later as somebody else. Anyways, these guys, everybody seems to be connected. And Whispery Willow may very well be connected as well, with everybody else. So, anyways, with that said, I gotta go back. Hold on a minute. Yeah, as you can see, it was a very short video, so I gotta pause it now. Okay, so yeah, so this is the Heart of Stone. There's a lot of imagery in here. It's packed with imagery, but among all this imagery, which every rock is, that's what was pissing me off. Every rock, every stone, every fucking freckle, you name it. I mean, it's everywhere. This imagery, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, is everywhere. And I think that we're on to the area where I saw the horse right now, because I'm kind of making out the legs of it. And body imagery is a no-no. I've never seen it down here other than unconfirmable body imagery a few times, but we're talking about trillions upon trillions upon trillions of images that I've looked at in the last 2 years, okay? And everything from the water, the ice, the snow, the trying to get it out of reflections of the water and mirrors and figuring all that out, and the shiny car and all the fucking shit that I've had to try to figure out on my own, by the way, for the most part. Anyways, I had a little help from Rick on certain things and stuff. But anyways, sort of see something that could possibly be a horse is pretty cool, and I should look into it a little bit further. So, I mean, I could start off the series, I guess, doing this, and then still include it as part of the series. Maybe I'll make it video 1 or 2 or whatever. I don't know. Let me see something here. Once I start going into, I'm going to shut some lights off around here so that I can show you things a little better. And I'm testing out my new equipment at the same time too, so we'll see how this all goes. It seems pretty good though. Right down in here somewhere is where I'm going to find the legs to this horse. Right here, I'm looking at one of them, and one of them, I can't see the horse yet. I have to go in and look. I see images all over the fucking place. But in order to go in, I have to get my angle in order to see this particular image that I already know is there because I've looked at it before. Now, this was about, I don't know, a year ago or something. I already now that when I went in on this last, this is, great to try this, to do this because I'm going in a little further for you. So the different angles and shit like that, and getting used to it. I'm gonna pick it up in a minute, and I'm gonna start going in. Whoops, motherfucker! And start going in on it for you. Give me a minute. Let me shut this light off. Now I set up some cardboard to hide shit. What I did is I picked up a piece of black sheet, and I can start hiding shit instead of getting copyright strikes for it. That's my brilliant idea that I'm doing. So, like, see how he's got power director, or she now has power direct down here? I'm going to set up little black sheets like this when I start doing my videos. It's a history channel. I just keep getting copyright strike after copyright strike, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got one for the corner, I got one for the top, and I'm just going to tape them on there when I'm doing videos on any of these big channels. It's funny because I think it's the new YouTube laws and rules that are doing that, more so because I'm experiencing it all the time now, more so than in the past. And in the past, it was bad enough. A lot of color in this fucking stone too. There is a lot of color, and it's really a really fun stone to do. But then again, they all are. I mean, I've got some right here. As a matter of fact, I'll grab it. I mean, I've always got these stones laying around. My kids think it's, something cool. They know how I like looking at this stuff, so they bring them home all the time. So I've even got, while I'm putting the camera on this other one, I'll show you. This one right here. So I could throw some light on there, lights and shadows, and I could start bringing you in on this stone, and it's fucking amazing. I could spend hours going in on this stone. What am I going to find? Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over and over and over again. That's what I'm going to find. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. Faces only. No body imagery. Never come across it. Trillions upon trillions upon trillions of images that I've looked at. I can't fucking count that high. It's not infinite, obviously. You should be able to see these faces even right now that I'm aiming this camera at this rock. You should be able to see this whole line of fucking faces, one after another. Human, canine, ape, human, 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 canine, ape. Huge. Thousands. In this one frame right here, there are thousands of fucking images. I can point them all out to you. I can take the camera out of my hand and start going in on them, point them to you. I'm waiting for the right people to come along that can see what I'm trying to show you instead of everybody looking for me to explain it. I'm explaining it over and over and over again in every series, and nobody agrees. Everybody thinks it's God. They'll think it's a matrix. They'll say that it's a government conspiracy. I mean, I hear every fucking thing, but I never hear what it actually is. No one wants to see it for what it is or take things for what they are. Fuck no. That'd be too easy. Um, this on here so I can go in on this. I'm going to move this over. And I'm probably going to throw some music on, so hold on a second. Actually, that's right. I just got to turn this on. And I'm going to shut this light off behind me so I don't have glare. Grab a ashtray so I don't fucking keep dropping ashes all over my shit like I usually do. A lot of people are asking me for commentary like I'm doing now for talking and stuff. That's why I'm saying this. Because there were a lot of people asking for commentary and wanting me to talk about what I am doing and stuff like that and what I'm looking at. Give me a second. I gotta get some filters too. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go. I like the red filter. There's a lot of color already in this stone anyway. I really don't need to put a filter on. Just looking for that horse. I'll have to. Yeah, I already see it. All right. I might have to put it on the stand in order to get it. I mean, it's almost going to be confirmable to me, especially when I can find it this fast. I haven't looked at this stone in a year, and I knew immediately where it was, and I can get it in much more clear. This is not the angle, but I see the body of it now. I'm getting more of the body of it right now, so give me a second. It's just so rare. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, and it's very rare to get the body imagery of anything, very clear anyways. But this horse, when I get in on this horse, the face is very, very distinct and clear that it's a horse, which is, again, out of the categories. It's out of those categories. It's not the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. I'm almost positive it's going to come out to be a horse. I'm going to go back to it. My memory is a little vague on it. Because I don't know. I don't know. I was blanking it out, I guess. I don't know. Can't be kind of thing. I don't know. Just give me a minute. I mean, look at all the fucking imagery in this thing. It is a really good rock. She calls it the hardest stone because it was a special rock to her, and she had a whole story behind it. And my whole thing is I don't want anybody treating it as anything special. I'm not treating one of my rocks as anything special. It's the whole fucking system. You can go to any rock and do this, okay? Look at this fucking thing. I mean, the imagery is fucking banging. Well, anyways, back to this horse. What it is I have to make sure that I'm not seeing what I want to see. I was looking at the time for other things besides I always am, besides the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. You got to keep the computer rolling too. So when I came across this horse, and then it got confirmed by Rick, because Rick was seeing it also. When I pointed it out to him, that was the thing with Rick, is that I had to point things out to him in order for him to see them real good. This is a fucking amazing rock to do. I'm going to come back in on this, and this is going to be a, like I said, this video is for Suvibird. It's going to be History channel for Suvibird. Probably going to have to write it in as the false history channel to see if I get copyright strikes on it. This stone is fucking fun, man. I fucked the horse for right now. My eyes are all over the place seeing so much shit in this stone. I'll get back to the horse in a minute. If it is a horse, we'll see. let's see. It's going to be right here. I'll just show you the layout of them, and then I'll see if I can get them to go horse. I can't get them to go horse still yet. Right now it's just more or less beast, but I can almost, and it's not that clear of imagery, but it's fairly clear for the body anyways. To have this much body in an image, all right? All right, so you got front leg right here, big horse leg, big horse chest, like another leg here. So leg, chest up here, his neck comes up here. Right now his face is looking a little like, looks a little canine. But he looks too horse to be canine in the chest area. His back goes down here, and his hind leg is over here, the one that we would see. And also is too thick and big to me to be canine. Not that I've ever seen a canine body either. And right now I cannot get it to go horse. I'm trying to get it to go horse, the face and everything, and keep the body at the same time. So we'll see what I can do here. Oh, maybe it was with the telescopic lens, and I was able to look at all the fucking imagery in here, man. It's amazing. Like you got eye, nose, teeth right here of this large image, you know. Then in here, eye, nose, mouth, another human, you know, human face. I mean, just everywhere you look, you got from the. I'm only giving you the large ones because remember when I was doing this earlier, you could see all these other ones too. You still see this one here with the smile here, you know, eye, snout, nose, and smile. But there's a shitload of them everywhere you look. Everywhere you look. You just change the angles of your cameras. You know, another human face here. Eyebrow. I'm sorry, my stick's a little wobbly. Eye, nose, and mouth. Let's see what it is. And then it turns into a whole row of faces because then you got eye, nose, and mouth of another human face there. And you got eye, looks more in the ape family, unless I go to this one, nose and mouth of that large human face there. It's just fucking everywhere. You know, then here you got this eye, nose, and mouth here of this large one. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go. That's what I was saying about the other videos that I'm doing. All the other So down here you got a bunch of ape faces too. Unless that's a canine, that couldn't be more than a canine with his mouth open right here. See his whole head from here all the way around. And then of course another row. You're gonna find another row. Now within them are many other images. I'd have to distract your eye because within that one image that I'm pointing out is another image. You know, it's image within image. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is come in a little bit more. Let's see if I get back on this fucking horse. That's what I was saying. Oh, that would be awesome. I'm getting lost in the imagery, sorry. All the other videos I'm doing, all my research vids and shit, all the videos that don't get watched, it's all full of the same imagery. I could be going through those, which I should do, but it seems like it has more of an impact when I'm calling out other people because they have subscribers where I don't, you know. So calling out one of them just still seems like my best bet to bring all this to light. So these 6 triangles that I'm showing you before, those 6 triangular shapes, build this all the time. Since the beginning of time, till what we're looking at right here in this fucking, stop shaking the camera, for what we're looking at right now. It's built it, and it's still building it, and it continues to build it. There's the large one. They're the builders. They're the builders. They build everything. Everything. Fuck are you, horsey? Well, so far I have not been able to get him to go to that horse. But I think what it is possibly the, let's see. Um, Look at the fucking, look at all the faces, the large, on the large right now. So yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to see this that has a lot of subs. Somebody that'll get it and take off with it, because I'm not gonna be able to get anywhere with it. I'm not a personality. I'm not into the whole thing really. So I just felt the need that people had to see this. So that's why I started showing it to everyone. Everyone meaning the 12 people or so that maybe watching my videos. So when I'm moving the camera with intent. My eye picks up on, I don't know, 20, 30 different images, all different sizes, and then I move the camera a little bit more. That's why I'll back it out. I'll see the full one, and then I'll move around, go in on some of them like this. And what I'm doing is I'm showing, now we're just looking at a stone here. It's just the very special stone to this person, but it's just a stone. No different than any other stone. The imagery, I always wanted to know myself, and I know there's a difference, but I don't know what the differences are. So when others come in that are able to help with all this, then what we'll notice is that the way imagery looks, whether it's sharp or whether it's cloudy looking, and I'm talking about even in a stone, not necessarily the clouds, but even in stone. How crisp and clear is the imagery? Is the imagery pointy? Some examples would be the imagery in ice is very pointy and sharp. Still has the same triangular shapes. The evidence of the builders is still there. The imagery is still feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. It's just sharp, has ridges on it. I shouldn't say sharp meaning sharp like is in clear. It has ridges on it. It's very rigidy. You'll notice when we go in on ice and shit like that. I'm thinking of the icebergs I went in on under the Dripping Sponge series, and even my own icebergs when I made my little ice dome. All right, so if I remember correctly, I really didn't even really need a filter when doing this because this rock had so much color in it too. Bitch. One more time at Horsey, and then I'm going to try something else. All right, just so you know, I still don't see the horse yet. I still don't got him in clearly. Right now, horsey face looks too human. Eye, nose, snout on it, maybe even canine, maybe even in the canine family. But if I go like this, it goes human. See, it goes human here. If I go down a little bit, I might be able to add this onto it and make it go canine. And then his neck gets all fucky where it doesn't even look like a horse when I'm at this angle too. So I kind of lose all the body imagery when I'm in at that angle, but I can just letting you know where the face ends up being. So there is an angle where I believe that I saw, look at this fucking thing. Look at this thing in here. Eye, nose, mouth open of that beast. Put him in the beast category. Then right under him, eye. Let's see, where is he? Oh, you got a couple of them actually. Let me make sure I give you the right eyes. Find the angle. Oh my God, there's so much. There's just so much. There's one eye here that's going to go with this big set of teeth. I'm trying to find the other eye. I think it might be this one. Yep, it is. And it goes with this whole face here. And this big one coming out too. So eye, nose, and mouth of that one. And then if you pull out a little bit more, you'll end up getting the next one, which is eye using the same two eyes. Nose ends up coming to here. And then the big mouth using that one is looking off in that other direction. If I crop them for you, you might get them better. Oh, maybe the cropping tools may help me too. Where is that fucking thing? For this horse. Let me see. So if I come to here, I don't remember if I cropped them or not. Look at all the fucking imagery, man. This thing is fucking banging, I gotta say. You know what it is, Whispery, if you come to these videos, Whispery, is that you got the right light and everything on this. I don't know. I was busting your ass when you first posted it because, see, what Whispery did was put this shit in there, power direction, which I didn't think was necessary. Also, what Whispery did was, to piss me off, was, where the fuck's that horse? The music, played music in there, which I wasn't sure if it was going to end up being copyright music. All right, so on the large, there's a large in here, eyes right here, human, other eye right here, nose is going to end up being here, and the mouth is here of this large human face there. And I'm sure I can find an angle to get it better, but I just wanted to point it out. And then from there, it's just so fucking much, man. So I'm going in and out of things with my eyes and looking at all these different images, you know, these small ones in here, because it's image within image within image. And then meanwhile, I'm still keeping an eye on my horse legs, because right now I've got the bottom of his hoofs, which is how I, at the time, was more sure that it was horse's hooves rather than a dog. So I know that this body imagery, to me, ends up going horse at some point. Now let's get this thing back in here and try this. So I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go with the I'm going to have to go with the telescopic lens and see if I can get them. You know, let's just look around for a minute. Hold on. going to be a matter of cropping them right to get them. Look at all the rest of the imagery though. Hopefully you guys are seeing some of this. Come on, horsey, where the fuck are you? What's that? These fucking things right here, you know? Look at his ape face. With the thing sticking out of his mouth. I'm gonna guess that might be a different angle. Maybe that she's even showing. I'll go to her other angles. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just blew most of the video. I was just curious while I was talking. Okay, see this human face right here? Small one, eye, nose, and mouth right here with human face. You can see the hairline, whatever. Another image under him, another image within him. He's a part of an image, all that. But anyways, he's falling right here at the bottom of where I would need confirmation on the horse's snout. Right now, this face up here still is coming in human to me. Let's see, yeah. Yeah, it still looks human to me. This one right here. So eye, nose, mouth right here of another human face. Millions of fucking images in here. I can't believe that nobody sees this yet. It's really amazing to me, especially when I'm pointing it out to everyone like I am and shit, that people still are not seeing it, or they'll see one image and again, it's a matrix, it's God, it's Trump. They'll have all different other kinds. Nobody wants to just take it for what it is. So I've been trying to get the horse. So what I think is, I'm trying all these different angles and everything, and I think what it is I'm at the wrong angle. Oh, yeah. So she might have the same stone at another angle, and that's where I got the horse in better, or at least what I thought might be a horse. Let's see. See, it was somewhere around there because I remember these other images that it's becoming. You know, this face right here is becoming several other images, and it was somewhere like around here that I was getting the horse face. I mean, there's a lot of nasty, evil looking shit. What we would call evil looking shit in this Heart of Stone whispery. So you know, I don't know if you really want to count it as something, a piece of serenity, but okay, I'm already at 42 minutes on this first video, so Okay, so what I did was I made these shadow. I don't know. You can get some light from some shadow boxes or whatever you want to call them. I put them down, one across the top, one down here in the corner, and what that's going to do is it's going to block out everything from History Channel that I'm worried about. So if I'm aiming down here and I need to see what I'm doing, I'll just take the one off the top. So I can do this, and then I'm going to have to do the same thing with this. So I leave these off, I guess, until I can use those to navigate what I'm doing down here. Perfect. Okay, so then what I'm doing is I'm going down here, and this is going to be the False History Channel series for Suvibird. I'll see how I get away if I get away with the wording. I've got it figured out to keep all the copyright strike shit down to a minimum. We're going to go through all these history channels. Now, what I'll say about the History Channel is that what I noticed about them is most of their shit is CGI. Anything you do about, I'm just going to have to watch through this nonsense because they're so full of shit. But I'm going to have to go through them, and if I just catch clouds in the background or if I want to go in on some trees. But majority of it I went through, and it's a lot of fucking bullshit and a lot of computer-generated garbage. That's why I was kind of going for this guy. I don't remember his name still. I meant to write it down, but I'm not going to do it specifically to him anyway. He does these America Unearthed. He does those ones. So we're going to go on in Stonehenge, the Bronze Age Connection, Mysterious Medieval Burial Site. These are all a joke. The Grand Canyon Explained. I don't know even know if that's part of the History Channel or not. 15 most dangerous places on Earth. So all these. Anyways, I'm going to start with these and go in on these, and then I'm going to start going in on these other ones. But I don't know if I'm going to do it under this series or not. And we're going to dedicate this series hoping that some of Suvibird's subscribers will let her know, and then maybe we'll hear from her. Hopefully, I will, not we, but I'll hear from her regarding the things that I'm about to explain. I hope somebody fucking out there. So anyways, it should be good. So let's see. So America on Earth, and then as soon as I open this up, we should be on the safe side. I'm not using any. So I'm not using any of the sound from their shows or anything like that. I'm just gonna go in on what they got going on. What the hell? Hold on. And I gotta watch out for the commercials and shit, of course, too. So make sure they don't come. Oh, this is, yeah. So Stonehenge. So if they get up close in Stonehenge anywhere, like right here, even, I should be able to go in on this, no problem. This should be very interesting. I've never done this before in Stonehenge. I have gone in on the pyramids. I need to be. I mean, I can grab them out of here. I can grab them out of any of this and what you see right here. The problem is showing it to you so that you can see it clearly. I only really have this stone here because it's like straight on, and I can get this one. There's enough light and shadows in this one, a little bit over here, and there's some light and shadows going on here. So yeah, I should be able to grab. I would love to be about 150 feet closer or something, but no big deal. I'll grab the imagery out of these. I'll go in on them. And then any other stones, rocks, like if it comes to a section like this, I can do that. We got some light bouncing around in here. I got some lights and shadows. I'll show you the imagery in here. It's feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over and over. I'll be back.